In this brief video, we'll cover how a departmental admin or manager can access MyTimesheets to view and approve just a small subset of the employees, i.e. the employees that are under their supervision. So I log in as manager. Now, if I'm an employee and a manager, when I log in as a manager, I can also enter my own timesheets, which would be approved by somebody else. But in this particular case, this manager is purely a manager. You can also use a similar function if you have clients who are approving timesheets for employees that you're having work for them. So if I come in here, log in as manager, in the same way as I would as an employee or a full admin. Now, as you can see here, I'm coming into the process timesheet screen. I've got access to several of the icons that you saw in the full admin video. But in here, I can review times, I can print a daily timesheet report, I can print a pay period report, and I can see future dates. So if I come into my process times in my review times, when I drill in, I can only see those employees that are under my supervision. So in this case, Julie and Dana. I can't see any of the other staff in the business because they're not there for me to approve. If I drill into Dana, I can see what Dana has done during the week with her hours that she's entered into the system. I can either approve them one at a time, or I can simply go approve all, in which case her whole week is approved. I can simply go back to next employee, which would be Julie, look at her hours. Okay, so I can see that for some reason Julie has missed Friday. Now, this is a demo, so it doesn't really matter. So then I've got a choice. I can either come in here and send Julie a message and ask her what she did on Friday, if that was the case, or I could go in and do the work myself. Now, from memory, Julie had a day off on Friday, so that could be why it's blank. So I can come in here, and if I wanted to, I can put in some hours, or I can put in some leave, etc. In this case, I'll leave it alone. But again, I can approve all the timesheets, or not, as the case may be. And once I've approved those, then my job as an administrator is done. If an employee had entered a future leave transaction, then I could come in here and approve it or decline it. Now, I don't have any at the moment, but I could go and add one for Julie and put in that she's going to have some leave whenever, next week sometime. So that's on the 30th. Excuse me, just going to 8 hours, or it could be 1 day, depending on the time of leave. And of course, the employee could do this themselves into the future as well. So that could be saved, waiting to be approved. Now, this is what the manager would see if an employee had entered this. So they would see that Julie had entered this, and a manager can simply come in here and approve or decline. So I'll approve that, and it's done. So now if I look at my future dates, I can see that Julie's got one in the future. So again, managers can do that if you choose to let them. It depends on the process that you follow as far as leave applications and approvals go. Each of those options can be enabled or disabled depending on your process. Admin managers can also come in and print reports, daily totals, etc. Excuse me, for a period and only for the employees that they have supervision of. So if I come in here, I will see a report which just covers Julie and Dana, their timesheets for last week. I can also run a couple of other reports, but that's basically the purpose of this, is that a manager would come in here, check the timesheets, approve them or decline them, as the case may be, and that would be it. So once they're finished, they simply log out. And that's the 3 different stages that we've covered. So we've covered the employee, the full admin, and the manager.